Welcome back. You're watching Young Turks. Now, for startups without deep pockets or a godfather, a good investor is the gateway to success. With the idea of connecting fledgling entrepreneurs with interested investors, BITS Pilani started Conquest, its annual business plan challenge. In its 9th year, Conquest gives 35 startups a chance to interact with mentors face-to-face. Of the 35, 10 startups hope to get angel investments of up to 4 crore rupees. Startups that are still in the ideation stage are provided intensive training and seed funding of about 10 lakh rupees. So join us as we find out who walked away with the big bucks at Conquest 2012. As the Indian economy slows down and risk aversion sets in, investors seem to be getting more cautious about investing in less established companies and startups. According to PwC, private equity firms in India invested $1,616 million across 97 deals in the second quarter of 2012. That is a drop of 35% in terms of value and 23% in terms of volume compared to the same period a year ago. In fact, in 2012, the amount of uninvested capital committed to India has dropped by about 15% to nearly $17 billion, compared with $20 billion available at the start of 2011. So while the mood has turned, investors are still willing to back startups with smart ideas and a strong business plan.
I wouldn't say that there's necessarily a slowdown. I think there's a change in the focus of where people are investing in startups. There is a lot of consumption-based businesses around healthcare, around education, where we are seeing tremendous growth. So at certain levels where you are removing inefficiencies in the system, you continue to see growth. Now, at the macro level, obviously, there are stresses in the system, but the micro level, when you have good entrepreneurs that are building businesses, they continue to see good growth.
Most of the world right now would give an arm and a leg to have a growth rate of about 6%, which is what has been pegged down to. A lot of negativity around the junk status or the credit rating of India as a country, but if you look at opportunity on a global scale, we have now started generating opportunity for companies to grow within our own economy, for consumption to be there locally, for goods and services. So it's strong, it's vibrant, it's how you look at it. Glass is either half full or half empty, and compared to everyone else in the world, I think we're on a solid footing. It'll take us some time to recover, as with the rest of Europe and the US, because those represent large markets for Indian companies. But it's not all gloom and doom as it's been made out to be.
I'll perhaps say that the investing world is becoming a bit more cautious and being realistic about what to expect and how to scale. I would believe the hunt for ideas will never stop. And that's visible, right? A Conquest-like event has this kind of gathering. There are people who are coming in. It's just whether that idea is innovative enough, is entertaining enough, and is exciting enough for them to invest in it. And that's what's becoming harder. But the hunt for ideas is something that's a perpetual story. It will never stop.
Betting big on ideas, Conquest 2012, which is BITS Pilani's International Startup Challenge, aims to connect investors to the most promising startups. Now in its 9th year, the challenge saw 431 applications, of which 10 finalists were selected to present their business plan. The ventures range from tech solutions to healthcare, retail and even social game changers. Founded in 2012, Just Reco is a social recommendation website that lets you search and recommend shops, restaurants and even movies. Also making its pitch was Poster Gully, an online poster store. And in this time of inflation, Shoppers On helps the beleaguered middle class save on grocery, food and other expenses by providing Shoppers On members discounts from partners. Representing the healthcare sector was Urine Albu Kit, a 1-minute home test kit for instant detection, prevention and monitoring of kidney damage. Catering to fitness freaks was supergym.com, a platform helping consumers save on monthly gym workouts. And Scholar Assist provides personalized scholarship and internship information and even helps students in the application process. Myriads provides full-motion, unique and customized digital signage advertising solutions to enhance a client's brand value. And helping e-commerce ventures attract customers, Tag and Pin installs loyalty tabs on their Facebook fan pages. Users earn points for activities like liking a post, comments, shares and even inviting friends. These points then translate into discount coupons. But while startups continue to bet big on the internet, are investors willing to take big bites?
What's happened in the last 2.5 odd years is a lot of institutional money has flown in fairly rapidly, and perhaps the entire segment hasn't grown as fast as they expected. So now they are looking for the right ideas, making sure that the coverage is absolutely perspective, also making sure that e-commerce in general is a very category and a vertical driven sector. And suddenly you'll see that almost all the verticals are very quickly consumed. Right? There's hardly anything. If I want to start a baby products website, there are already plenty of them. If I want to start a bookstore, plenty of them. I want to start an electronic store, plenty of them. So you have to identify something which is over and above what the current players are already doing. And it's but natural that that will get harder and harder to identify. And that's directly resulting in what kind of institutional money that's flowing in.
Even as e-commerce startups boom in India, Conquest 2012 belonged to the environmental crusaders. Runners-up was Solar Town Energy Solutions, co-founded by 25-year-old Vikram Dileepan. The company provides easily financed solar power solutions to power-starved cities and villages. Its product allows consumers to convert ordinary systems to a hybrid solar inverter which can seamlessly toggle between the grid and solar power to charge batteries. But what lies ahead for the venture?
We are currently looking to raise funds to hit our next projectile of goals, which is a revenue of about 25 crores in the next 2 years. So in order to achieve that, we may have to build up our resources through those funds and build up a strong team and hopefully make a greener planet while we are at it.
And the winner at Conquest 2012 was eNurture, a company that provides grid-independent energy, which in turn reduces carbon dioxide emissions, offering a clean environmental solution with flexibility and economic advantage. It provides electricity 24/7 for an entire household, and also the hydrogen generated can be used as car fuel and cooking gas. So what sets eNurture apart?
Our system, the USP is completely off-grid system we are providing. We don't require any fuel resources like fossil fuels, oil, coals and all. What we are using, we are only dependent on solar energy as well as water. That's all.
Well, the winners of Conquest 2012 have not just walked away with the prize money, but have already started getting additional funds from other investors. It's now time for us to shift our focus to young Turks in the news. Let's start with Ashish Hemrajani of bookmyshow.com. The holding company of the online ticketing pioneer has a new investor on board. Accel Partners has pumped in cash and Network 18 has diluted its stake in the venture. The standard disclaimer, Network 18 is the owner of CNBC TV 18, the channel that you're watching. So what does Ashish intend to do with the cash?
We're looking at entering class 2 and class 3 towns, tier 2, tier 3 towns, and really focus on single screen cinemas where we can build consumer technology around enhancing the ease and convenience around entertainment ticketing for them. The other, of course, being in the top 8-10 markets in India, how do we enhance the consumer experience? Again, using technology, consumer-driven technology. And lastly, it's the mobile piece where we've always been proponents of the mobile technology. So it's these building blocks that we really wanted to kind of take to the next level, and therefore we went out and got some funds.
Another young Turk in the news this month is Nitin Gupta. His Atiro e-waste recycling has been recognized by NASA as one of the top 9 innovators in the waste management category at launch, an initiative that recognizes innovations in the field of sustainable, environmentally beneficial causes.
Being selected by NASA is actually a recognition of the achievements and the efforts made by the team at Atero, wherein we have developed a path-breaking technology to make sure we can recycle electronic waste in the most environmentally friendly manner, most efficient manner at the lowest cost possible. And what we have done from a technology standpoint in electronic waste is remarkable and unique, not only in India but across the world as well, for which we have multiple patents pending across the globe, right? And this particular technology allows Atero to sort of set up a distributed electronic waste recycling system in the world, which till date was not a possibility.
Ashish and Nitin, here's wishing you the very best of luck. On that note, we wrap up this episode of Young Turks. Tell us what you thought of our show. Write to us with your feedback, your comments and suggestions to youngturks@network18online.com. We always love hearing from you. If you are a budding or aspiring entrepreneur, we'd like to hear your startup story. Leave us a post on our Facebook page and watch out for news and highlights of our show. You can follow us on our Twitter handle, Shireen@YT. You can also catch our show online on youngturks.in.com. Till next week, goodbye and thanks for watching.